Hey everybody, it's a new week. It is the 8th of June. I'm Ray Goots. I'm here with Andrew Lee, and we
Nope.
are here with your Raw post show. What a fucking horrible night of wrestling. Andrew, how
What
you
kind of
doing?
shirt is that?
Space Jam,
Ooh, Space Jam. Nice.
Michael Jordan classic. Well, that's
Michael Jordan. Yeah. Super racist, by the way.
who, me or him?
Michael Jordan.
How is he
Did,
racist? He gave
did you
$100 to end racism the other day.
did you ever hear? Oh man, did you ever hear some of his stories about him, about like how he would treat other black celebrities?
I don't know. He was
Yeah, he's.
never. He didn't do anything to me. So
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, he
well,
doesn't. I don't really
yeah.
know him.
I don't really watch sports. I only watch
Hey,
wrestling.
I heard Michael Jordan use the George Floyd Instagram to promote a comedy show, pretended it was a rally. Remember? Did you hear about that?
Oof. Wow. If he did that, whoever did that, it's kind of scummy to do that.
Kind of
But
scummy to pretend you're
yeah,
having a
kind of
rally and then
scummy to do
do a
that.
comedy show with all white people. But you get to do whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah,
Not the Goots.
fuck
All
it.
right.
Don't worry about us, people. We got a podcast
Okay, here we go.
about
We're talking about
wrestling.
wrestling. We're like real
We talk
men.
about wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we got Monday Night Raw. We got Samoa Joe, Byron Saxton, and Tom Phillips again commentating. We got Asuka coming to the ring because we're supposed to have an Asuka versus Charlotte match, but instead she's interrupted by the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bayley and Sasha Banks. They come into the ring, and then Charlotte comes as well, and then the Iconics come in. So now everybody's in this ring, and they start, talking shit about how at Backlash is going to be this. Like, this was the first time it was announced. It's going to be a three-way
Mm-hmm.
women's tag team match. It's going to be Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Iconics versus the former champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, who are not here right now because now they're SmackDown exclusive. Anyway, all the women start fighting. It leads to our first match, which is Asuka and Charlotte makeshift tag team versus Iconics versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. This match had way too many cuts. Do you see how many cuts there were? It was making me dizzy.
Really didn't. It didn't bother me.
Oh, there were so many cuts. It was so annoying. The crowd's like, eh, and then Charlotte, Asuka tags herself in. I noticed that the crowd came alive when Asuka like first tagged in, and the story of this match is basically Asuka and Charlotte keep like blind tagging each other in, trying to like one up each other. At the end comes when Charlotte has Billie Kay in the ring. She goes to Asuka and she goes, "Watch this, watch and learn." She climbs up to the top rope to try to do a moonsault. Asuka tags herself in, puts the Asuka lock on Billie Kay, and Asuka and Charlotte win. And afterwards, Charlotte attacks Asuka because they're going to have another match later on tonight. This was an okay opener, I thought. It made both tag teams, the tag team champions and the Iconics, look like garbage because they all lost to Charlotte and Asuka, who are not even a tag team and who are going against each other. But whatever. I mean, Junior hates tag teams. I don't.
I liked this match and this segment until I realized we were going to see more Charlotte later on in the show. It
Yeah.
seems like they're booking this show to drive me insane. They're booking these shows. Everything we complain about, they just do more of. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe
Kinda.
there's
Kinda.
two Charlotte matches tonight. I mean, and she
Yeah.
cuts like two promos. But I thought, oh, this is fine. We'll get all these characters out of the way now and have a fun opening segment.
You gotta
There's more of them.
I mean, they're setting up for the match at Backlash, which is Sunday, which is less than a week away. I just didn't think this match and segment did anything to make me want to watch.
If you you're still having this 30-minute main event, there was no reason for that match. They should have had them just like brawl, and then later on Asuka and Charlotte are gonna fight, and then ran with the main event. There was no reason for that match, the three-way match. There was no reason except to kill time.
Does you mean this opening three-way match, right?
Yes, all you had to do was do the promos. You never do the match.
I think I get why they first started it, because to introduce that there's going to have the three-way match at Backlash, but
But then
after
Asuka and Charlotte beat these two teams.
exactly, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross aren't even here. So and it made the both actual women's tag teams look like garbage. So this didn't actually get any of that really accomplished, except for announcing it, which the commentators could have just announced. It would have done the same. They would have done the same thing.
Yeah, like you could have had the promos and then do the angle later on where the Iconics attack Sasha and Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
There was no reason for this match. It made everybody look. It ruined the show. It didn't ruin the show, but it made it worse. The other stuff ruined this show.
Here's another thing. When they were doing this Asuka and Charlotte thing, I legit forgot that Asuka was supposed to face Nia Jax at Backlash. Because I thought it was supposed to be Asuka and Charlotte at Backlash. This, to me, honestly, I didn't think this was a good opening match or segment. It was just like, it served no purpose to me.
I liked it until I got to the end of the night, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
If this was it for these 6 women, it's fine. But the fact that it kept going, there was no point in this segment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we get Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins recap, and then Seth comes out and it goes to our commercial. When we come back, Seth is sitting on commentary, and Rey is doing a video chat, and he explains how his eye is good, but one more hit can like ruin it. And then he starts arguing with Seth. They start arguing back and forth, and then all of a sudden, while Seth's talking, boom, he gets hit with a black attack. We get Aleister Black attacking Seth Rollins. We go to commercial break. And anything you want to add about this commentary?
I thought it was horrible. I thought this. What are they doing, Rey Mysterio? It's horrible.
At least it was short.
Yes, unlike last week, but it's still like I can't come back yet. But when I do, Seth, I'm gonna beat you up. Like I thought, like they were setting up for a match at Backlash. Like, where is this? When is this match gonna happen? And Rey looks like such a bitch crying from his bedroom.
And why does Seth keep holding that purple Rey Mysterio mask?
I don't know. Is that I think that's the one he wore the night of the.
No, the mask he wore the night that he got his eye jammed was a black one, and I know this because of the plays they showed. So I'm not sure why he's holding a purple one.
But also, they're just cutting the same promo on each other every week.
Yeah, I mean, I did
like Black coming out of nowhere. That was kind of fun.
Oh, the Black attack.
like the way they shot it was cool. I like that. But
yeah, he just jumped everywhere.
The promos are just the same shit every fucking week.
I enjoy the AEW promos way better, and it's because I think they just kind of let everybody say what they want, and sometimes they say some funny ass shit, and I like them. This was the WB promos. If it wasn't for this podcast, I would just be fast forwarding through all of them. We go to our second match, which is Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo versus Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory. This is a good match. There was one where, did you see that? What do you call it? That tumbling drop kick that Austin Theory. I think it was Austin Theory hit on Humberto. That looked devastating. And then there's even a moment where Murphy. Aleister Black kicks Murphy. Murphy blocks it, and then Aleister Black just like does like a re-kicks him in the face with a block while his leg's still up in the air, and that shit was hot. And then basically what happens is Murphy climbs up to the top turnbuckle, but then Aleister Black comes and hits him with a high knee. Murphy falls off the top turnbuckle and goes for the cover, and Aleister Black goes for the cover. Black and Murphy wins. As soon as this match is over, Rey Mysterio's music hits. Seth Rollins comes out wearing the Rey Mysterio mask, and everybody starts beating up on the faces. Everybody hits their finishers on Aleister Black. Aleister Black is like left for dead. Fun match. What do you call it? I didn't really care much for the shit afterwards, but the match itself was very, very good. A lot of moves that I have never seen before.
I'll tell you, my dog pooped, and I had to throw it out. I had to throw it out in my garbage outside, and the match was over by the time I got back in. It was a really short match, so I didn't really see most of it.
Yeah,
because I was like,
good.
I was cleaning. Yeah, it was, but my problem with this whole thing is that the story's not moving. It's just in place since the night after Money in the Bank. This story has not moved a fucking inch between these guys.
Well, that's
the only difference is now Austin Theory's with Seth.
This is WWE's MO, where they will milk a storyline.
Tonight though was extra slow.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling they're going to have SummerSlam in front of a crowd, and SummerSlam is where they're gonna like really kick off all the storylines again. And I have a feeling like the story is gonna go to a crawl right now until they get to after Extreme Rules.
Their storylines are always crawling. They're always
But I
crawling.
think it's extra slow. I noticed that the build to Backlash is extra slow. The thing about Money in the Bank was it was slow, but they were building towards a match that sounded really cool, and it was cool.
That's a possible theory. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and
This pay
see
per view
what
kind
happens.
of seems like a waste of time.
Of course. I'm gonna be honest with you. When was Backlash never a waste of time?
Oh, they had a good Backlash. Austin returned in 2000 and Rock beat Triple H. That was a good
Like
Backlash.
2000. That's like 20 years ago.
All right,
Past
but
10
also
years.
they didn't have a Backlash from like 2009 to like 2016. So
Well, the past 5 years. When has
oh,
Backlash?
AJ Styles beat Dean Ambrose for the belt at the Backlash 2016, and Becky Lynch won the first SmackDown title.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected. I guess shit
That's
has happened on
Becky
Backlash.
Lynch's first title in the main roster, and AJ Styles' first WWE Championship.
I know this sounds terrible, but like WWE titles to me, they're meaningless.
All the titles are meaningless.
Yeah, they're all meaningless. So like when like a title change happens at a pay-per-view, to me it's not a it's like not it's like not a simple thing.
Well, the WWE title, the women's title, they've changed the lineage and the name so often. Who gives a shit? But when the WWE title changes hands, to me, it's a big deal. Depending on how it's done.
The only title I care about is a TNA title. All right, the TNA title is the most important title. Resurrected by Moose.
That's tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right. So what happens is we got Randy Orton getting backstage, interview backstage, and he mentions that the Peep Show is next. And then he goes to Charlie. He goes, "Hey, Charlie, how many guests he's gonna have on that show?" She's like, "1." He goes, "Well, it's between us. I think there might be 2 guests." And as he leaves, Charlie starts counting on her fingers because she's a fucking idiot and does not understand what Randy Orton is talking about. Is she an idiot or something? I was like, why do they make fucking so many people who work in this company look like idiots? How do you not realize that he said there might be 2 guests? He is referring to himself.
Like Mean Gene would have said back in the day. Mean Gene would have been like, "Hey, watch yourself" or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, don't cause any trouble. Like he would have been like, "Huh? What?" He would never would have agreed to that. I'd been like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Charlie was like,
"1, 2, 4. Oh, the 4 Horsemen coming out? Is Evolution back?"
Oh god, it was so dumb.
Yeah.
And then when we get Christian with the Peep Show, Christian looking good. He comes out. This is the 9:00 mark. Christian, Edge. His guess is Edge. Edge comes out, and Christian just automatically, right from the beginning, starts shitting all over Edge. Yeah, you don't have what it takes. Your mom, like just
mom's dead.
Just brings up all the kinds of shit. And then right when Edge is about to kick his ass, he goes, "Hey, just kidding. Like, this is what I wanted. We believe in you." And then Orton's on the Tron, and he's just like, "Hey, this is not enough. This Sunday is not gonna be the redemption story. It's gonna be over." And Edge is like, "No, it's not." Like my nephew does when he gets in an argument with somebody, and then Edge, just like my nephew, just throws a microphone down and just storms out of the ring. I do not care about this match on Sunday.
I hated this. What a waste of Christian. What a waste of Edge. What a waste of Orton. I hate this fucking storyline. I can't believe that this is the thing that they're pushing to sell this pay-per-view. I can't believe, and it's such a fucking rib on these 2 guys. I can't believe it. Christian's promo was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Edge's promo. It's just, I feel bad for these guys.
Yeah. It was just, I mean, there are some people that I know who are actually looking forward to this, and I don't know if
those people are idiots. You know what they should have done? You know what they should do? Instead of having a wrestling match, Randy Orton should go on Instagram and say that there's a Black Lives Matter rally happening. And when everybody gets there, him and Edge have the match while Big J Ogerson does stand-up in the background. I think that would be good.
Yeah, they should do that.
But charge people that come there for this free rally, they should be charged for beer while Edge and Edge and Randy Orton give the money to Black Lives Matter at the end of the match.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice.
All right. So then afterwards, we have MVP is backstage getting interviewed. He's got a great Shad Gaspar T-shirt. I don't know if you saw it. It looked really nice. And while he's getting interviewed, so from ruckus going on, he looks and it's R-Truth trying to like hide inside a suitcase or a brief or one of those boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and basically our MVP calls him out and he goes, "Hey, you're a clown." And then Lashley just comes out of nowhere and just hits the full Nelson on R-Truth throwaway segment. But I like how the theme is like Lashley would just pop out of nowhere. Like
Well,
he
so did
just
Aleister Black earlier.
yeah, I like that when these people pop out of nowhere. Um, you ready to get into it?
About what, that segment?
The decathlon.
Oh well, let me just say I did like this segment with MVP at Bobby Lashley.
What did you like about this segment?
I like R-Truth. I like MVP. And I like Bobby Lashley, and they're playing their roles well.
That's true. Yes, it was good. Did you like that T-shirt, that Shad Gaspar T-shirt?
Yeah, I would get it, but I have so many T-shirts, and I don't know.
You know what? I've been. You know how
I should get it because I should do something charity-wise, but at the same time, it's like, who's gonna give a charity for me if I get COVID?
Do you remember how a couple of weeks ago I said I really wanted that May Valentine and Royce Isaacs T-shirt from the NWA?
Yes, no, get a Shad Gaspar shirt instead.
Somebody was trying to get it for me, and I said, dude, I have too many wrestling and comic book T-shirts. I'm like, dude, I'm almost 40. I cannot be wearing this shit anymore.
I'm gonna keep wearing it as my character.
I just like there's too many. I'm gonna have too many of these.
Well, I've been having since quarantine. I've been buying. I bought like that WrestleMania I wasn't there shirt, but I am waiting for it to go down in price. There's a British Bulldog shirt I want. I don't have any British Bulldog merchandise, and plus I named my dog after his dog, so I'm waiting for that shirt to go down. I'm gonna get a British Bulldog shirt, and then I think that'll be it for a while.
You give me $5, I'll get a shirt and I'll write British Bulldog on it.
Oh, it's a Davey Boy Smith standing there looking very regal.
All right, so we're gonna get right into this. This by far was the segment that I wanted to. This was the decathlon segment between Street Profits and the Viking Raiders.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm on Twitter a lot. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter, and on Twitter there will be people saying defund the police, and they have all these political opinions. And then when Raw comes on, these same fucking people are saying how funny these segments are, and I'm like, I don't trust you to have any opinion on this country, or race relations, or police force if you think these segments are any way in shape or good. These are the worst fucking segments in wrestling history. You tell me not to think a lot about, worry about other comedians. When I get to these segments, and I realize I've been watching some pure shit from the wrestling industry for like almost 30 years now, these segments are what make me question my entire life.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
These segments are one of the only times that I fucking get mad at you.
Yeah, I get mad at myself.
Yeah, because I'm like, I realized I wouldn't be watching this segment right now if it wasn't for Ray going.
If it wasn't for there is no way Ryan could have. If the comic strip was still going. You know why I took Monday Night Goots at Caroline's? You want to know the real reason? Because I really didn't want. I'm gonna just be because fuck it. They don't mind any of this. I'll tell you the real reason. Because I didn't want to book bringers, and I had to book bringers, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be like an Andy Engel or a Jeff Lawrence. I don't care that I'm dropping names, but I got to be really honest. The reason why I took it was because there were no shows on Mondays in 2015, and I'm like, I cannot sit at home and watch Raw. I could not hear the Big Show's theme song. I could not watch Roman Reigns get shoved down our throat. That's why I took the show. I swear to God. I thought at least I won't be home watching Raw, and I'll get to go on stage. So what if I have to tell some new people I have to bring? That is the real reason. And now, I'm doing what I tried to avoid 5 years ago. And I'm doing it for a good reason, because our careers are over. But at the same time...
that's not necessarily true. I mean, there's a good chance it's going to be back.
We could have a Black Lives Matter rally tomorrow and just put on a show.
What?
We could promote a Black Lives Matter rally tomorrow.
Yeah. By the way, I really do think, and I've been saying this from the beginning, by next year, I think things are pretty much going to be back. That's my opinion. and I think
Yeah,
they're already making inroads towards it.
yeah, next year, yeah. But until then, we're doing this podcast.
Yeah, but I can't say comedy career is over because that's just 6 months from now.
But right now, it's over. I mean, we've been sitting in our houses for 3 months at this point.
Okay, about 7 months. Yeah. All right. Let's. We're gonna have to get into this. It's like,
okay, get into
fucking
it.
rip the Band-Aid off. Yeah. All right. So segment begins. I'm gonna go into full detail. The segment begins where they're in they meet at a field. This is the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits, and Ivar. It's got a sword, and then he goes, "We're gonna do sword fighting." And then Street Profits are like protesting, and then Ivar drops the sword, and it sticks in the grass near the Street Profits' feet, and Ivar goes, "My bad, fam," and that's how this segment is gonna begin. We get a 1600 meter dash. Ivar versus Ford. Ford wins that. That's Street Profits 1. And then we get archery next. Eric beats Dawkins. That's 1-on-1. Then we get a flip cup. I don't know how this is decathlon, but we get flip
That's
cup.
what black people like to do.
Yeah. Street Profits win that one. Then we get sword fight, even though in the beginning of this segment, they suggested sword fighting, and they said there won't be any. Now there's sword fighting. Ivar wins that against Ford. Then we get hurdles. Dawkins beats Ivar because Ivar runs through all the hurdles because the Viking Raiders are fucking idiots and have never heard of fucking hurdles. How about you ask them what the rules are before you even do them? That's what normal people do.
Because
right?
no one's normal in WWE. That's why.
If you're keeping track of score, that is, well, I'm not gonna go that later.
No one's keeping track.
Then we do stick fight, which is, it's basically they each yank on a piece of stick until you yank the other person into
I didn't remember this part.
A kiddie pool.
I think I just blanked out at this point.
You yank them into a kiddie pool of milk. Eric versus Dawkins. Eric beats Dawkins, and then we get a dance off. Ford dances to the HBK theme song. Ivar dances to the Fandango theme song. We get judges for this one, and the judges, one of the girls does that whole thing like, "Oh, you're cute, you're not." It's the Viking Raiders. Ford wins. Then we get shot put. Eric versus Dawkins. Dawkins wins. Then we get a turkey leg eating competition. Viking Raiders win. Pole vault. Ford versus Ivar. Ivar wins. They are still tied at 5-5. This whole segment was about 8 minutes long. This was brutal. This was not funny. At least
can I tell you? And this is the first time I've hated the Viking Raiders this entire time, but I've been tolerant of the Street Profits. This is the first time now I fucking hate the Street Profits. They were so obnoxious in this fucking sketch. I want all four of these wrestlers to get lit on fire next week. I want like Kane to return and actually light them on fire. I hate all four of these guys now.
I've already hated both these teams like weeks ago, so this was just like
Montez Ford. He did something. He had this stupid look on his face, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I just want to say this guy, "What the fuck are you doing? You're literally ruining your fucking career." What the fuck? Look, it'd be one thing if they were filming these sketches in front of like crowds and the fans were like cheering and going crazy for them and like, "Yay, more fucking poll voting." That'd be one thing. Our fucking the things we're saying right now would be stupid because the fan base is chanting for more of these sketches, right? In the arenas. There's no arenas. These are entertaining to no one, and you've destroyed all four guys. Destroyed them.
People have told me that when these Raw shows are put on Hulu, that they completely edit these out. These Viking Raiders and Profits, segments out. So you're probably gonna miss this 8-minute segment.
You know what the craziest part is? These guys had such a great match on Raw about, I don't even know when now. What was it, 5 years ago?
Yeah, about a month ago. They had
These sketches have been going so fucking long. And I started really liking the Street Profits, especially when they put them with Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair was like, you need to be serious. And MVP said the same thing. And they just ignored that. And they've gone, I got to tell you guys, this is what I'm going to say. Unless you guys speak up before next Monday, Well, they already taped next Monday. Okay, so I'll give you the pass. You guys got to say something before the next round of tapings. One of you. Even if one of you gets fired for saying this is fucking stupid, you, especially Montez Ford, you're a real talented guy. If you go to AEW, you'll be able to make it. It might be a struggle, but your career's gonna be ruined if you keep letting them book you like this. Like, it's already ruined. It's over. And you have a lot of potential, and your potential's down the fucking toilet because you keep saying yes to these sketches. I understand. You're not Hulk Hogan. You don't have control. I'm talking about your life. Your life is going to be in shambles, Montez Ford, if you keep saying yes to these fucking horrible sketches. You need to ask for your release right away.
All right, well, this unfortunately is not the. Even if you watch the Hulu version and they edit this out, you're still going to see them because they all come out later on. All right?
We'll talk about that later. Yes.
Yeah, we'll just go right on. This isn't over, so obviously that means we're going to get more of the stupid fucking shenanigans between these two teams. We get Apollo Crews. He's excited he comes to the ring. He's about to give a promo. He's excited about this three-way that's coming up. It's Andrade and Angel Garza. They both come out. KO comes out and just attacks him from behind. It is a three-way match. This is our third match. This is only the third match of the night. We got KO versus Angel Garza and Andrade, which is very strange because they're stable. Yeah. Remember when this used to be like a really hot stable? Like,
it was like for 1 week.
Yeah, I know.
But I think you only thought it was hot.
Yeah, now they're just ruining this fucking stable. Yeah. So anyway, what happens is, first off, Angel Garza and Andrade in the beginning of this match working great as a team. They even did this great move where Andrade's got Kevin Owens in a headlock and Angel's like splitting Kevin Owens' legs. I like that a lot. But then they somehow end up fighting outside the ring, which is Andrade and Angel, and then they actually accidentally push Zelina Vega down. We go to a commercial break. We come back. Zelina Vega was helped to the back. Angel Garza and Andrade, now they're actually fighting each other as well. They fight more on the outside. Kevin Owens dies on top of them. They all get back in the ring. They're fighting some more. Kevin Owens hits the stunner on Angel Garza. Andrade comes in, kicks Kevin Owens out, steals the pin, and Andrade is now facing Apollo Crews for the U.S. title at Backlash, a match that we're watching again. I mean, this was all right. It's a fine TV match, but
I hated it because of the finish. If you're literally just gonna go back to the same fucking thing that you've been doing for weeks, why even have this match?
Remember how one of my biggest complaints was that, like, there's no point of watching these shows because you will see their matches over and over again every fucking week. It's the same fucking match we're going to watch.
But also, my other thing, too, is if you're going to have Andrade beat two guys and get the same title match he's been having for weeks on end, why not put, instead of like him, like, because you're trying to get Hector Garza over. At least I think you are. I don't know. I assume. Why not put another guy in that can make the match good, but also, like, will make Andrade look better if he beats him? Like, why not put, I don't know, like, why not have Andrade fight Austin Theory one-on-one and have Humberto in this match? Like,
they just dropped that whole thing when they kicked Austin Theory out of that group. Like, Austin Theory never got his revenge or anything. He just...
Yeah, why not put Austin Theory in this match? That would be good.
That would have made more sense.
Why? And then have Hector Garza on the outside. Because if you're going to have Hector Garza in this match, I got to be honest, he should fucking win the match. And then the other thing is Kevin Owens destroyed Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And now he can't fucking beat these two goofballs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, you shit on Kevin Owens, you shit on Hector Garza. And Hector Garza, I think, honestly, to be real with you, of all three guys in that ring, he has the most upside right now.
And Hector Garza's dead, too.
What's his name? Angel Garza.
Angel. It's okay. And he used to call himself Hector Garza Jr.
I think every week I call this fucking guy Hector Garza. Whatever. Yeah. Angel Garza, I think he's got the most. Dead guy too. I think has a lot of more potential than Kevin Owens. But Angel's got the most potential in that ring. Why not give him the win? He's fresh. He's new. I like his confidence, his promo ability. He's got a viciousness to him, like Alberto Del Rio.
Do you think they're taking the title off of Apollo?
No, that's why they gave it to Andrade. That's why Andrade won.
It's because Andrade would just job, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I bet you somehow Angel costs him the match,
Yeah.
which will lead to now a full split of this formerly great stable. That's why they never named it stable.
Formerly great. It was great.
Yeah,
You're the only one who liked it.
you liked it too. There was a while you
Ah,
liked it too, and that was fine.
could have.
We get Shura. So now we get Sarah Schreiber, I believe that's
Okay.
her name, interviewing Charlotte, and then
Oh,
as Charlotte's talking,
oh,
Asuka comes out, starts dancing,
that
and
was fun.
Charlotte's like, "Do you take anything seriously?" And then Asuka just slaps her. How can she slap? And and then after that we get Angel Garza and Andrade, and they are arguing. And then Zelita comes out, and she's all mad, and she's like, "Did you
That's
like
what,
any of?
yeah.
Did you like any of these? Did you like any of these stupid
No,
segments?
I no, I like that. I like that. I'm sorry, but when I saw Charlotte and they're gonna
You
have
like the
another
Oscar slap?
with the dancing and the slap, yes.
Uh-huh.
But before that, when I saw Charlotte and they're gonna have her cut another promo, I thought I was gonna fucking take pills and kill myself. I'm like, why? I am literally in Groundhog Day every fucking Monday. It's insane. It really is. Here's a dog you like, by
Yes.
the
Did
way.
you know they had about like 5 talking segments in a row? It was just ridiculous. All right, then we get Kurt Angle putting over the greatest wrestling match ever, and he's clearly reading, but he's
Yes.
like it's on video, and he's just going like this, and he's talking about how a great wrestling match has great chemistry. I had great chemistry with Brock Lesnar. Uh, Randy Orton, Edge have great chemistry. I'm picking Edge to win. This this whole segment was pointless.
The only thing it did, it made me miss wrestling from 20 years ago when they showed the clips of Kurt Angle. I was like, oh, it was so much better 20 years ago. I used to have so
Yeah.
much fun on Monday nights. Still had hope in my life.
Mm-hmm.
19 years old. Be like, one day I'll be a famous comedian. One day I'll set up a fake Black Lives Matter rally, make it a comedy
Then
show.
the most confusing segment happened for me. Um, Viking Raiders are in the back, and Drew McIntyre comes, and then Viking Raiders go, "Hey, you finally accepted our invitation to become Viking," or something like that. And I was like, "What? When did this happen?"
It never happened.
Oh, then what the fuck were they talking about?
Nothing. They don't even know.
Because I swear I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What invitation are they talking about? He's talking about he's having a party afterwards, and I was like, what? Did I miss like
You
an
didn't miss
entire
anything.
segment?
No.
One thing I will take away from this is how fucking big Drew McIntyre is, because he
Mm-hmm.
made Ivar look small,
Mm.
right? And Ivar's a big dude, and he made both of them look tiny. I was like, wow, this guy's really big. Then we get a VIP lounge where MVP is trying to introduce Lashley. Drew McIntyre comes out instead, and basically, this is my interpretation of it. Drew McIntyre is basically bullying MVP.
Mm-hmm.
he's
I saw
actually
that. Yeah.
he's actually threatening MVP, going, You've got 2 choices. I'm gonna count to 3, or I'm gonna kick you in the face, or you can run away. I'm just gonna chase after you, and I'm gonna bring you back, and I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I'm still gonna kick you in the face." And I was like, "What? And what did MVP do? Why are you threatening him? This is just
Because
bullying."
he's racist.
Yeah, he's just fucking bullying him. And then he counts 1, 2, and then Bobby Lashley comes out of nowhere, and then he still manages to headbutt MVP. And then the Viking Raiders come out, and the Street Profits come out for some fucking reason. I want me to just go to the 4th match. MVP.
Yeah, I'll just say I hated this segment, and then and this next match did nobody any favors. Let's go to the
Yeah.
next match.
So we got MVP and Lashley versus the Viking Raiders. By the way, we got Street Profits
Viking Raiders. Viking.
Viking Raiders. We got Street Profits, and we have Bobby Lashley sitting around ringside. There's a moment where MVP and Lashley start arguing with the Street Profits on the outside. Ivar dives onto them. Then we go to commercial break. We come back, and Lana is basically watching this match from the back. They cut away from this match. They could interview her. She fucking says she's gonna focus on herself more. And then you get a moment where Lashley spears Ivar real bad on the outside, and Eric Rowan is in the ring with MVP, and he hits that knee, and he's waiting, and he's waiting, and then finally Lashley comes in and puts him in the full Nelson. He was waiting for that full Nelson.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
He puts Eric in that full Nelson. Bobby Lashley and MVP wins. After that, Bobby Lashley puts the full Nelson on Ivar. Street Profits come in, and they can't get him off. So, and the only way you can get Bobby Lashley off is a fucking Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre, which tells me what we already know, that Street Profits and Viking Raiders are both fucking loser teams.
Yeah, I know. That's all this thing did. That's all this thing did. It made them look even worse. It made they couldn't get Bobby Lashley off. These poor idiots.
They can't even fucking get Bobby Lashley off. Oh my gosh. They're fucking losers.
And Drew McIntyre just gets him off with a hat without even trying.
Junior hates tag teams. I totally get.
I think he hates these four guys in particular. I've never seen.
Dude, look what he did to Iconics and the fucking Sasha Banks and Bayley. The beginning, he hates tag teams. This is Revival. If you're a tag team and you're an indie tag team and you're like fucking hot, and the WWE says they want to sign you, it better be for a lot of fucking money. Because
the only indie tag team he ever did justice to were the Rockers.
Yeah, I mean, not even.
Well, they would have won the title but also like Marty and Sean were on drugs a lot back then. So
yeah, but they didn't even put the titles on them.
They did, but the rope broke and they didn't want to reshoot it.
Yeah, it didn't count.
Didn't count. Yeah.
Like, what do you call it? Like, Revival did the smartest thing, getting the fuck out of there. And I'm trying to think, like if you look at New Day, they're not even a fucking tag team. That's a 3-man thing.
People on Reddit today were like, I hope New Day never breaks up. It's like, okay.
I mean, great. He doesn't like tag teams. That's just the end of that. Like, just know, if you're not the Usos, he fucking doesn't. If you're not a Samoan,
he really likes the fucking Usos. I got news for
you. Yeah. Anyway, fucking those tag, everybody look like shit.
Anyway, horrible fucking segment.
Yeah, we get
Nobody looked good. Nobody looked good. Not even Bobby Lashley, poor guy.
Your dog's so sleepy.
No, it's just like
it's cute. Then we get down to our 5th and final match: Charlotte versus Asuka, and this is not a title match. Okay. Sasha Banks and Bayley, by the way, come down for commentary. There's this great moment where Asuka's got Charlotte in like an octopus, and Tom Phillips goes, "You guys know how this feels." And both Sasha and Bayley are like, "No, we've never been in it." And he goes, they go like, study the product. They start shitting on Tom Phillips, like, "Yeah, don't you watch anything? Like, study the product." And I thought it was really funny. Anyway, Iconics are, ringside behind the plexiglass watching. Asuka hits a dragon screw on Charlotte, takes her outside, hits a hip attack, and then they start throwing each other in the plexiglasses, and they get back in the ring. When they get back in the ring, the Iconics come out of nowhere and attack Sasha Banks and Bayley. They hit a fall from grace onto the announce table on Bayley. We go to commercial break. When we come back, both Sasha Banks and Bayley and Iconics are no longer allowed at ringside. They're both gone. This is where the match really starts taking off, where there's no more outside anything, no more outside distractions. Charlotte gets most of the offense in this match, putting all the heat on Asuka, and Asuka gets in the middle of turnbuckle and hits an awesome-looking missile drop kick. Both people are just kicking. They both do a pair of beautiful-looking apron kicks to the face. Charlotte even gets up and does a barricade moonsault. We come back into the ring. Charlotte tries to hit a spear. I don't know if you saw this part. And Asuka knees her in the face. You see that? Oh, yeah. That looked painful. And basically, Asuka's she's getting all her momentum in. All of a sudden, Nia Jax comes up on the apron, distracting Asuka. Asuka knocks her down, turns right into a big boot. Charlotte wins. And afterwards, Nia Jax comes out and beats the shit out of Asuka some more. This was a very, very fun match. I loved this match. This match was probably the best thing on the show.
Well, it was the best thing on the show, but I thought the ending ruined it.
The ending sucked, but I understand why they have to do it.
I know, but then don't go there. I was waiting for – but here's my thing. With a match like this, I can't enjoy it because I'm just waiting for Nia Jax to come out. I know she's going to come out.
Dude, legit, I forgot that they were fighting until she came out.
Well, I never forgot.
Like I
Like
swear.
9/11, I don't forget.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to see some vicious kicks and knees to the face, this is the match to watch. This was
It was
say
the
what
best
you
thing on the
will about
show.
say
No
what
doubt
you will
about it.
about Charlotte, but Charlotte and Asuka's got great chemistry.
Yeah,
That's Raw.
that's Raw,
Just
baby.
watch the last match, and
Let's skip the rest.
I mean, Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo versus Murphy and Theory. There was a couple of cool moves that I had not seen done a lot, so that's a good one to watch. But forgettable, I would say.
It was one of the worst nights of my life because of
I mean,
that.
Raw needs to be better in order for us to have better reviews. So
I know. What is it to talk about? That's
I'm
why
gonna.
these guys make fake outrage. Like, I'm sure
Oh,
Brian Alvarez is going to go off about something that Bailey did for like 90 minutes.
I want to apologize to the
What?
people.
What? I thought this was a good
It
review.
was a fun episode that we're doing.
Okay. Well, I got very angry because these Street Profit segments they don't make me forget my problems. All they do is amplify them.
They're awful. They're fucking awful.
Awful.
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow night, though, you know what though? The other thing too is I think the reason why Raw is always a chore is that it's just 3 straight hours. At least on Tuesday, it's like a variety. So it's like even if like Carney Land is garbage, you got AEW Dark, and even if that's garbage, you got Impact. You know.
Yes.
Like there's still hope, and the same thing on Wednesdays. There's hope. If one show stinks, the other show might be better. Even on Fridays, there were times where SmackDown was bad, but I enjoyed 205 Live. You know.
And also, you know what I read recently? I read that we should be watching Main Event. I heard Main Event's got some really good matches.
I don't know how much more wrestling I can watch.
Yeah, I might check some of those out. But
you know what? We could always add Main Event to watch at 7:00 before the 8:00 Raw.
No,
No, too much in one night.
I'm gonna do it like I don't know on my off time or something like that. So.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do a special Main Event post show. All right. Yeah. Well, listen. That's all. That's where Ricochet is. So that's where we'll find him.
Exactly. That's why we should watch it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke.
No, he literally is. That's all.
Yeah, he's literally on the Main Event.
All right, guys. That's it for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for NWA, TNA, and AEW.
Yep.
Bye, God. See you there.
Bye.